Spider-Man is swinging through the city after catching a thug trying to mug an old lady while lamenting on his recent trouble. The thug screams his head off and pisses himself with Spidey saying that's what you get for being a mugger. The flagpole Spider-Man has landed on suddenly comes loose from its screws, sending him and the mugger falling before Spider-Man quick webs onto a statue, but a chunk of the statue that holds the webbing comes off the statue, and if things couldn't possibly get worse, one of Spidey's web shooters fall apart, and then the other one jams when he attempts to use it. The mugger lands in the pool while Spidey lands roughly on the concrete next to the pool but unharmed. Spidey looks up and is surprised to see his ex-girlfriend Felicia Hardy, aka the Black Cat, lying on a pool chair. Spidey asks if the Herb bad luck powers are back. Felicia says they are more like the hilarity ensues powers, but does confirm her bad luck powers are back. Spider-Man sarcastically then says if he should send Black Cat his chiropractor bill. Cat then asks Spidey about his recent stint in jail a few issues back before walking off. Spidey tries to follow Felicia but finds that his web fluid has stuck his hands to the pool chair and loses his balance and falls into the pool. The wall crawler asks Cat why she is breaking into the house, but Black avoids his question and asks if Spidey is staring at her breasts, which succeeds in making him uncomfortable. After dodging around some lasers and discussing their previous relationship, the duo come across a safe when Spidey realizes that they are in Dexter Bennett's house and asks Black Cat why she is robbing Dexter Bennett. Black Cat proceeds to open the safe and, to their shock, find a corpse in the safe with his inside spilling out what appears to be concrete. Spidey jokingly asks Cat if he cut him off in traffic and he accidentally got killed. Not catching his joke, Felicia says that's not her style, and Spidey points out that he is joking to keep the urge to vomit away. Black Cat grabs a ledger from inside the safe while Spidey examines the body accidentally crushing the corpses. Spleen when the body suddenly explodes with Spidey narrowly avoiding it, thanks to his spider sense, but pallets then shoot towards him and Spider-Man guesses correctly that they are moving to slow to be bullets when they hit the wall behind him, that he just leapt off then sprout off into spikes to his horror. Spidey tries to protect himself and Black Cat with the door, but the spikes pierce, thought the door slashing the wall crawler with minor cuts to his frustration. He begs Black Cat to unbad luck him now. Suddenly, the villain Diablo appears and comments that they weren't the corpse he expected. Black Cat asks Spidey any clue, and Spidey jokes that it's Dr. Kevorkian's evil cousin. Cat snaps at the wall crawler saying it's Diablo and she meant, any clue to what he's doing here? And comments if he wasn't so good in the sack he would be completely useless. Spidey then retorts that though he was good in the sack before being hit by one of Diablo's chemical bombs, blasting him outside and slamming into the mugger in the process, who was just walking off and sending him tumbling into the pool again. Cat smoothers Spidey with a blanket and checks to see if he was burnt, but the wall crawler is only slightly dazed and tells Felicia he's fine. Spider-Man notices Felicia's red ledger in her hand and tries to ask questions as to why she grabbed that book, but Black Cat refuses to answer his question before bidding Spidey farewell and she'll see him in the next life. Before grappling off and talking to her unseen employer, noticing Bennett was target, not a player. Finally had enough with all the problems with the women in his life. Spidey shouts aloud to himself that have women gone crazy, especially Black Cat. Spidey confronts Black Cat saying she dumped him because she didn't love the person under the mask, and why is he the bad guy in this situation? Black Cat begins to say it's not him but her, but the wall crawler cuts her off saying he's already used that line today so she doesn't get to use that on him, but Cat says it is her. Even though she forgot who Spidey was underneath the mask, all her past life came rushing back to her. The thrills and the heartaches, and she was just trying to avoid that butts trails off and lifts up the bottom part of Spider-Man's mask, and Spidey notices her breath is getting all choppy before they embrace and passionately kiss. Each other unaware of their escapades, and their kiss is being broadcast all over New York by news feeds for all to see, including Mary Jane.